Hello and welcome to the Davidinark Ski Jump Championships. I'm your host, Davidinark. This competition features the default version of each vehicle model that comes with BeamNG. This is for pure vehicles without any outside modification. There are 20 vehicles that come with BeamNG, and those 20 vehicles have been divided into 5 groups of 4 vehicles each. The groupings were put together by a 5-round randomization. Each group will take part in a 2-heat preliminary competition. Scores are based on the distance the vehicle travels, minus the penalties for deformation and for brokenness, according to the BeamNode UI. The final scores from the 2 heats will be averaged, and that determines the final score. Each video will feature a 4-vehicle grouping. At the end of all 5 preliminary rounds, the top 16 vehicles will move on to the championship tournament. The championship tournament will narrow the field from 16 vehicles down to 8, and then from 8 down to 4 final vehicles. The 4 final vehicles will appear in the final round of the Davidinark Ski Jump Championship and will determine which default vehicle is the best at downhill ski jumping. Buckle your seatbelts, grab your lift passes, and let's head for championship ski jumping action. Hello and welcome to round 1 of the Ski Jump Championship qualifying rounds. These are the preliminary rounds, and we will see 4 vehicles in this episode today. We'll have the 1996 Pessima, the SBR4, the Sunburst, and the regular Burnside. But before we do, in order to kick things off, we've got the Hoverside coming down here to launch the competition into orbit. Now, the Hoverside does some very weird things. So, in order to have the Hoverside go down the ski jump, you actually have to kind of bounce it a little bit between liftoff and not liftoff, and then when you get to the peak, the pinnacle, the crest, yeah, we do it. And I turned it off. We're not hovering right now. It's actually, so now here we are. We're hovering again. We're hovering. Hey, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We hit the ground running. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa, hey, you want to stop there, buddy? Nope, that'll do it. That's pretty much how I anticipate this whole competition going. So there it is. We have the Hoverside kicking off the first round of preliminaries for the Ski Jump Championship. We'll be right back to kick things off with the 1996 Pessima. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the first round of the Ski Jump Championship preliminaries. First up, we've got the 1996 Pessima, and we're going to see how well this car can jump. So let's see what happens here. All right, we're giving it full acceleration down the hill. I will be steering as best as I can and also attempting to maintain control to try to get the best landing that I can get. I'm looking for distance. We're looking for the least amount of damage. All right. Oh, we're going to call that a 95. So we've got a 95, and then let's see if I can keep the car straight to the finish line. Well, we're kind of rolling. Oh, and we've crossed the finish line. So we've got a distance of 95, a deformation of 23.13, and then we've got a 4.9% broken. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a net score of 66.97 for the debut vehicle in the preliminaries for the Ski Jump Championship. Let's get back to the top of the hill. And this is not round two, this is the second go at it. Each vehicle will have 2 turns, and their scores from both turns will be averaged together. And then we will eventually end up with the top 16 who will actually go on to the championships. Woo, that's, I believe, the front end of that vehicle. We're going to call that 95 again. Absolutely. Oops. Wow, we are. Now let's see if we can maintain some control. Okay, so we have 95 again. This time we've got a 19.71 deformation and a 4.54% broken. That round score is actually 70.75, and the average score for the 1996 Pessima, 68.860. So we will see how long that 68.86 will stand up. Next up, we've got the SBR4. There we go. All right, we're going to replace. All right, here we go. The got to get my mouse off of the odometer. SBR4. Wow, it is cooking. Here we go. Once again, accelerator mashed all the way down. Unfortunately, it got a little bit of damage just kind of spawning in. But let's see what happens here. We are gone. Oh my goodness. We are going to... Yes, we did. We cleared the entire measurement stick, the entire landing zone. So that nets an automatic 200 meters. That's the most you can get for distance. I'm not doing any math or trying to attempt to calculate how far it goes. That is awesome. However, that landing, not so pretty. And, oh, crud, I forgot. I forgot to stop it as soon as we crossed the finish line. Man, I don't think it took any more damage. So I'm just going to have to go with it. So 200 meters. And then a 35.74 and a 16.25. I'll tell you what, though, the fact that the vehicle went all the way past the markers helped a bunch. That is a 148.01. Woo! Holy cow. That is amazing, which actually... I will have to fix that because it's not being rounded correctly. Let's see. Bear with me for just a moment. Actually, I'll probably just edit that out. And let's add another decimal point. There we go. All right, so 148.01 for the first round. Oof. And let's do round 2 for the SBR4. All right, let's see if we can... The only way we can really best our score is if we can keep damage down, because I'm assuming this vehicle is going to continue to fly way past the end. I just can't keep the front end up. It just... Well, that's not bad. Not bad, not bad. Oh! And cross the finish line. All right, so again, 200 meters. This time damage we have 35.96, which is actually a little bit more damage in terms of deformation. And things broken, however, are 12.94, so that's actually a little lower. Let's see what that does to the score. The overall score for that round is 151.1. That makes the average score 149.55. Anyway, that puts the SBR4 definitely in the running for the championship round. That is awesome. All right, next up, we've got the Hirochi Sunburst. And let's see how the Sunburst fares in the first round of preliminaries. Remember, we've got 20 competitors. We're using all of the cars that come built in to BeamNG as of update 0.6.1. And we are using all of those vehicles, and I'm taking whatever the default vehicle is. That's a 90. That's square up 90. Boom. All right, so we have a 90. Let's see what we can do here to the finish line. Come on. Not too much. And there we go. So we have a straight up 90. The damage on that is 2108. And we have 5.93 broken. So it actually took less damage than the Pessima, although did not go as far. That ends up with a 62,990 for the first round. So a little lower. That puts the Sunburst currently in, well, I say in third place. It's not fair because we hadn't done that yet. Wait a minute. What? Oh, yeah, we haven't done that yet. So here we go. All right, this is the second attempt for the, and it's not really the second attempt. It's the second, I don't know what you call that. What do you call it? The second heat? The second heat of the preliminary for the Sunburst, and off we go. Let's see if we can get, come on, give me a little more distance here, man. If I can just break that 90 mark. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking 100 meters. That is going to be fantastic if I can keep the damage and the brokenness down. Oh, that's not too bad, not too bad. All right, let's take a look here. So 100 meters, that was beautiful. And then we've got 2238 plus the 6.33. That is a round of 71.29. That round actually bested the Pessima. However, it was not enough. Not enough to pull it up ahead of the Pessima, and therefore the Sunburst sits in third place, just behind the Pessima with 67.14 points. Oh, so close. So close. You know they've got to be disappointed. And the final vehicle of this round of preliminaries is the Burnside Special. Let's see where the Burnside ends up. Let's give it some gas. Ooh, I think I went a little faster than I should have, but I think we'll be okay. I may have to monitor and adjust that one. We'll see. All right, they're not doing too bad on that little transition right there. Let's see if we can get this up and over, and oh, is it going to make it? Oh, it made it. And that's a 30. We're going to call that a 30. Wow, look at that. That is so cool. We're going to call that a 30. So 30 meters, and what a beautiful landing. Holy cow. If I can help this vehicle not do too much. There we go. Oh, that was great, except for the distance, man. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. So 30 on the distance, only an 8.31 deformation. And look at that, 0.25 broken. Oh, if it just could have made a much longer distance, that would have been awesome. Instead, the round score is 21,440. I'm afraid this vehicle is just not going to cut it when it comes to the competition. Just not going to happen. All right, but we are going to try the second round here. This is the second heat, rather. All right, let's try this again, and let's see if we can't get a little better distance on that. This car is just so big and bulky and heavy, and I'm just afraid this one is just not going to be able to cut it. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we're off center, and okay. So, technically speaking, that is a 0 because it ran into the lip of the of the landing zone. That's a 0, folks. Sorry. That is a bummer. So, oh my gosh. And, well, surely you've got to cross the finish line, right? Wow. Okay, so that is a 0 distance, and that's not going to be good. Hey, wait, let's go. Yeah, let's ride on the transmission. See that? That is awesome. Yeah, we are propped up by the entire engine. Whoops. Okay, so no distance, and that's really going to hurt because there's the deformation of 32.33 and then a broken of 993, and so that's actually a negative 42.26. Overall, the poor Burnside ends up with a negative 10. There's no way the Burnside, well, I say no way. We're taking the top 16. Who knows? Maybe the Burnside ends up being the best of the worst. Who knows? All right, there you have it, folks. That is the first round of the preliminaries for the Ski Jump Championship. Tune in next time, and we will have the second round of preliminaries featuring the Miramar, the ETK K Series, the ETK 800 Series, and the Roamer. Thank you very much for watching, tuning in. We certainly appreciate it here at the Ski Jump Championship. I'm your host, Davidinark. If you like the video, hit the like button if you would. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories, feel free to stick those down in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.